Well, let me come in studio and introduce my guest, who is already seated. We're expecting to be joined by other guests as well. Alfred Thompson is a member of the NPP's National Communications team. He's been a parliamentary candidate of the NPP in Cape Coast before. He joins me in studio. Mr. Thompson, good morning. I mean, you said, Frank, Alfred, but Alfred, I hope all is well.
Yeah, by God's grace.
Okay. All right. I'm told you just landed from Cape Coast. How's Cape Coast doing?
Not bad.
All is well there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going well.
Okay. We also expected to be joined by Nana Sapon, he's Deputy General Secretary of the United Party. And David Bondi is the MP for Trifo at Timakwa constituency and board member of SIC. Let's start with the extradition of Ofori-Atta and his other co-accused in this matter, Akore. Now, we understand that the AG tells us that has officially been transmitted to the US. What's your expectation of all of this? Because we know that this process has been quite long in the making. Earlier, we were told Mr. Ofori-Atta was undergoing some surgeries. But why is this still there? And what do you make of this effort to bring him back home?
Good morning, my brother, and good morning to our cherished viewers, especially my people of Central Region and Cape Coast. I stated earlier on, and I'll keep on saying, that when you start court processes in the media, you end up making a joke of the whole process.
Okay.
Because I don't see why the AG keeps on making these same mistakes by always running to the press to announce. No one is forcing him to tell us what he's doing, okay, or where he's gotten to. But yes, at the end of every, maybe year, you can tell us that, oh, so far, you can give us updates of what you are doing and where you've gotten to. This whole media trial is like tarnishing the image of people. That's how I see it. Let's call the elephant a bad name so that Ghanaians will believe that the elephant is a bad animal. That is all they are doing. When you look at from Ken Ofori-Atta's case right down through Edu Buahin's case and everything, people have been tried in absentia. Ken Ofori-Atta and Akore are not the only people involved in this case. So why is it that there's a difficulty in starting the case? Yes, you can write for extradition and everything, but start the case and let's see where it's going to. It started with Edu Buahin. Today, the same Attorney General is telling us that even if he recovers 1 cedi from Edu Buahin, he has done his work. Or if he can able to prove that he stolen 1 cedi, he's done his work. Right from $70 million to 1 cedi, less than $1 or a cent. I mean, what sort of comedy are we having? Let's be serious with what we are doing. Let there be a focus. You can't come and accuse someone. And when he did that, I stated it clearly that this is a wrong way for a lawyer of his caliber to start going on media and accusing people of embezzling over how much millions of dollars. Then now, almost end of the year 2025, you come and tell us that if you can even show that he's stolen 1 cedi, you are happy you've done your work. Go into the Ken Ofori-Atta issue as well. You are telling us that this is someone who has worked and stolen so much. He's connived with people to make sure that they've taken out of the state coffers millions of dollars. What is stopping him from starting the case? Didn't we have a judgment on Tamaklo, former Maslog boss, in absentia? Did she need to be here before you have that final verdict on her? Do you need him? His lawyers will represent him in court. If you think he's done something wrong, let it come out so that the lawyers can represent him and they fight the case.
But why is
this back and forth?
But why isn't Ofori-Atta also availing himself in Ghana?
It's a choice.
Okay.
It's a choice. And every human being has a choice. I can decide to avail myself or not to avail myself. That is why they brought in a case of extradition. That is why they brought in a case of absentia. They know that people will decide that, listen, I don't want to be there, but I can have my lawyers represent me and fight my case for me. I don't need to be in court to do that.
Okay.
So if you have a clear good case against me, send it to court and let the process start. There are other people involved. So are we saying that those who are here already and you are letting them report every week or every month, twice or 3 times a month or 4 times a month to Yoko and BNI or wherever it is, no? They don't have anything doing. They are wasting their time. You can't use 2 people against over 7 people that you've mentioned. So because of that, you are not going to do it. He knows that all this hula baloo started with nothing. Hasn't the GRE boss come out to say that the SML deal is a good deal? Wasn't the same GRE boss an auditor or an accountant or a member of the KPMG group? He was a partner there.
And he said the SML deal was good?
When he went to SML, and when he went to GRE recently, he's come out to say that, there's no bad area about it, but they were able to recover some things. So why is it now that you are coming out to tell us that, you are waiting for Ken and Akori before you start this whole case? The comedy in the media about trials of Ghanaians should stop. It should be done in the law courts so that the people involved can either come in person, they can come in camera, or they can send their representatives to go and stand in for them. There is nothing stopping any judicial person from saying that, listen, your lawyers cannot come and talk on your behalf. Even if he's not well, assuming and believing that, yes, he's not well, and he's in the US, can't they do, right now you have this, what do you call it? This call that we do, it just escaped me. This face call.
Is on, you can
Google
do
Meet,
video,
Google Meet, all
yeah.
these virtual meetings. You can try him virtually. He could answer virtually. You see,
so there's no need he being
US will take a serious concern with this when they know in total that the man has really committed a crime. How do you come and tell us that, I have put in the papers for extradition, but he's taking top lawyers in US? Aren't you taking lawyers yourself? Isn't it the taxpayers' money that the Attorney General is going to use to take lawyers in the US? Because once he's taking lawyers in the US, you have to send a rep to go and represent you, the nation.
But you see, people have asked that if he is innocent, what is he afraid of?
You don't need to be afraid to go to any court. You don't need to.
Yeah, but avail yourself to the process if you think you are innocent.
My brother, I've stated, you see, when I started, I was giving you how the system works. Nobody will extradite him when they feel that, listen, the case you have stated, it's an assumption on him. As we sit here, we are all assuming.
Yes.
There is nothing showing that he's done anything wrong.
So the law says he is innocent until proven
guilty.
Yes.
So send him to court and prove that he's guilty.
But
you don't need the person to be there.
If he's also, he knows in his heart that he's innocent.
I'm saying
why doesn't he come and clear his name?
I'm saying that you don't need a person to be there to take him to court. You don't need him to be there. You can do it without him being there. If he likes, he should send his lawyers. If he likes, he should not send his lawyers. And let's see what the court will say. Because if you don't send for them to come and defend you, and the court says that you are guilty, then you are guilty. But if you have come already to come and announce, that I'm guilty, I have done so much, I've milked the state so much, and now you are sending me to court, you think I'll just walk freely into your hands?
Okay.
Why would I feel free to walk into your hands? Because already you sitting there, you have a preconceived mind. You are prejudiced against me that I've stolen. So why should I throw myself to you? If you hadn't done all these press conferences and saying that this man is a thief or he's stolen and he's milked the nation and everything, maybe, just maybe, we're all assuming here, he could have presented himself.
Okay.
But once you have shown me that already in your mind,
I'm guilty.
Why should I come to you?
Okay.
So if I can't come to you, take the necessary steps.
Okay.
Send the whole case to court. Let us start the process. When people see that he's really guilty, he himself, or when he himself sees that, oh, where this thing is getting to, if I don't present myself, it's going to show that I'm the bad person here, he might come.
Okay. Let me bring in Nana Yao Sapon. He's the Deputy General Secretary of the United Party.
Is that so?
Right. Nana,
is that so? I don't know. Did you tell me you were the General Secretary of the thing? If you had wanted to be General Secretary, would have made you General Secretary. But I didn't know you wanted a deputy. Maybe you should have stayed in Church General Secretary.
But isn't there sense in the fact that you can, if the person says, I won't come, I won't be available, and you have all the facts from your investigation, you can go ahead and prosecute him without necessarily wanting him to be in Ghana to be part of the prosecution? Because he says, my lawyers are there. We've been speaking to his lawyers.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to my senior brother and then your viewers. I thought you were first of all going to congratulate Alain Tremantin for organizing an excellent African summit, which saw the coming into this country the former Sierra Leone president and other AU and ECOWAS individuals of high ranking, and that came to deal with the issues of whether or not a United States of Africa was a myth or a reality, and whether or not Africans needed to come together. Alan is the main brain and architect behind the African Continental Free Trade. And after finding the entire of Africa on one market, then we needed to deal with how to make good use of the market. It is well known that Africans are more into trading with the outside of Africa than within itself. And
this is free advert too.
Which one is advert?
What you are doing?
We are talking about EU. We are
talking about extradition. We are talking about this thing.
As I was saying,
Deputy General,
we had a very good, successful 2-day summit at the Kempinski, and the ball has been set rolling, and he's leading the call and the charge to have a United States of Africa and to be able to put Africans together and to encourage Africans to do more of inter-trade that would help strengthen us with the kind of market we have, even if we decide to trade just among African countries. My brother, I don't think any other continent can come close to us. And so if you won't congratulate us, I've congratulated ourselves.
Hey.
Is that okay?
After all this, you want congratulations again.
And so, yeah, of course, I mean, it puts Ghana on a map.
Go straight to the
It put Ghana on a map.
That is fine.
After Kwame Nkrumah, we have not seen any other leader.
We fed you.
You were in power for 8 years, you couldn't organize it.
But he was also part of the government.
Of course, we did.
He was a trade minister for 7 years or so.
Yeah.
He was a trade minister.
But if you are accusing that he was
when he left as trade minister, they couldn't continue the rest.
Okay.
And so even outside of government, he's continuing. And that is what I want to admire of him.
I hope this
and
one,
so
he didn't do seats for presidents.
Of course. You want to talk about cash for seats?
He didn't do, yes.
It started from Jubilee House. Is that what you want to
talk about? It's the trade minister who did it.
Hey, the report is there.
Okay. The trade minister.
Okay.
The report is there.
Gentlemen.
Go and ask Akufo-Addo how cash for seats came about.
Under your trade ministry, he came to say that,
yes.
Go and
ask Akufo-Addo.
Isn't he the one who organized that one?
Who?
That's
we didn't organize it.
But who organized it?
We didn't organize it.
So who organized it?
Go and ask Akufo-Addo.
Hey, cash for seats.
About corruption and thievery. I want to leave the Jubilee House and come and talk about
Gentlemen,
Cash for seats.
Please.
let's take us. Let's take us.
You shouldn't take it to African Union.
Let's stay on course, please.
I hope
If
when
you're talking
he
about
goes there,
peace,
he's not going to fight to become African Union.
Gentlemen,
and people who
I hope when he goes there, he's not going to
Alfred
fight
and
to
Nanaya.
become African
Manage-
Union president.
manage
And then when they said they don't give him,
Ofori-Atta.
then you say he's not an African again.
Go and manage and bring.
I said when he goes there and he said he wants to become president, then they don't give
even
it
at
to him.
NIB,
He will
you want
say,
us to go there?
He will say, oh yeah.
You are deputy MD for NIB.
And did I do cash for seats there?
Huh?
Did I do cash for seats?
NIB collapsing, you couldn't even hold it. It
Is
took
NIB
Alan and
collapse?
cabinet minister on cabinet
To do what?
hold on to the fact that
but
To do what?
Ofori-Atta cannot sell NIB.
But NIB, we are not
look at this
discussing
man.
NIB.
Look at this
Are we
man.
discussing
And after all, no, hold on.
Please.
I'm saying
We are
that
not discussing.
let
We are
us
We are not
stay
discussing
focused.
AU
I've
here.
called all of you
Focus.
to stay focused. You are all
We
not
are not discussing
listening.
AU here.
I am moderating the show,
Yes,
so
sir.
listen to me.
No, I understand.
Now-
but I just want you to tell him.
President of
No,
Africa,
let-
he's no longer. You tell him very soon. He's no longer an
Please,
African.
okay, let me call all of you to order. We invited you here, right? And I need to moderate the
let's
show.
focus on the topic.
Good.
That's all.
Now let's go.
Hey, Fred, that's how somebody then came you cry.
Oh,
Now
Mecca
let's go
several
on
times.
the Ken
What did you buy
Ofori-Atta
Mecca several times?
and the SML deal. Now, Alfred was misinforming us. I have never read, and I think you were even surprised.
Let's go
no,
on.
no, I'm going on.
Okay.
I have never read in anywhere, and I think you were even surprised when he said that the GRA boss, Kwesi Sapon, has stated that the SML deal was a good deal. I even tried to Google it right now. I couldn't even find it.
Okay.
All right. Now, anybody who has passed commentary on this SML deal says that the framework, how they wanted to go about it, could have been a good one. Yes, because we ought to be able to monitor all of these things, revenue issues, and to deal with the issues of wastage. But we are talking about the contractual process, how the contract was signed. That is what we are dealing with. And I think that the auditor's report that came out stated clearly that the contractual process was bad, and that the whole thing was not good and was not lawful. And that is what we are dealing with. And that is where the whole corruption and corruption-related activities come from. Okay, so it is not about whether or not we ought to be able to have a system that deals with issues of revenue. I hope you get me.
Yeah.
And so we are talking about how the contract was signed. We are talking about how the processes went through, how they went through the processes. That is what has brought us here.
Yes.
Okay, and Ken Ofori-Atta coming back into this country. On the 20th of February 2025, it's been published on most of the online platforms, I think including your online platform, that His Excellency the former President Akufo-Addo has stated and was emphatic that all his appointees should make themselves available for accountability. Who in Ghana did not know before the elections that issues of SML, issues of the cathedral and all of that, and other issues that had to do with finance was going to be raised? Everybody was aware, because those issues were part of the campaign. People pinpointed not only the NDC, not only us from the then movement, now United Party, not only civil society organizations, not only the clergy, but the entire of this country had issues. And just right after the elections, the man who had been finance minister for 8 solid years.
Wasn't 8. He was changing 2023, I guess.
2023, what time 2023?
But he wasn't 8.
And changed what?
But he wasn't 8.
So 7
We
years.
need to be factual.
6 years, 7 years?
Yeah.
The man who had led the course decided to leave the country on medical reasons. The OSP sat aloof and watched him go. His family wrote a letter to us, Ghanaians, and stated that he was undergoing a surgery and that he was recovering well, and that he has never been afraid of accountability, that he is very resilient. Those were the words.
But my question is, do you necessarily need him to make your case?
We do need him to make a case.
Why?
Why? Because you see, and that was why I stated here, I think on this platform, I said that the OSP was playing games with Ghanaians. You recall that I have stated here that they could even charge him virtually and start the case. I recall you interviewed Sami Darko right on this show, and he said that they needed him in person.
To do what?
That question should be asked OSP. We wouldn't have been here today. We wouldn't have been here today. But do we have to encourage this? It happened with the lady, Tamaklo.
Tamaklo, yeah. Is it Sedinam Tamaklo?
Sedinam Tamaklo. Maslock.
She's out there.
Yeah.
Tried in absentia. Judgment passed. She's serving in absentia. We still cannot locate her, whether in the United States, whether in the United Kingdom, wherever she is. We think that as a country, if we're serious enough to deal with issues of corruption, we couldn't locate her. You see, the president is what I am scared of. So anybody involve himself in issues of corruption and has comments, come and prove yourself. Ghanaians did well by giving you an opportunity to serve. And Ghanaians are saying that we think you are involved in corruption. We think that you owe us some level of accountability. Come and account to us in respect and honor, the same way we give you that position for you to serve. And then now you are trading letters with us?
Now, on this same pronouncement that suggests he's even guilty before the court pronounces.
Nobody has said he's guilty.
No, I mean, if you listen to the narrations that have gone, we think you've stolen, you think you've done that. Do you think the United States...
If we think you have...
The United States...
It is up to you to come and prove you
okay.
not.
And I want to ask,
So
do we think...
Saying that it's alleged.
Do we think the United States... Because the argument that we've had is about, him being prosecuted even before he's taken to court. He's being pronounced guilty before he's taken to
When
court.
was he pronounced
For example, the reasons why he was taken off the Interpol red list, one of them is with the fact that when an authority said, there was no charge, but we're looking for extradition, then the argument was, that's why we say this guy would not be given fair trial. I'm asking, will all of these pronouncements...
I questioned the OSP. I said, how do you put him on red alert when you haven't charged him? I am not a lawyer. You don't need to be a lawyer to know this. So the question, what was their name? Interpol would ask is that for what reason are you looking? And if you looked at what they have stated, it was alleged that he was involved in corruption. The point is, has he been charged? No. And so if you recall, I said that the OSP, we should question the relationship between the OSP and Ken Ofori-Atta, and whether or not his intention is to use his office and technicalities to mess up our case for us.
So I'm asking that if you add all of that together, you begin from those issues till now, will the extradition succeed when it gets to U.S.? If the U.S. guys are going to say, okay, this is how it built up and we believe that he won't be given fair trial, when his lawyers, we are told he's hired top lawyers, will it succeed?
Oh, of course. I am even told, and I've heard, I don't know how true it is, that, he's even applied for permanent residency also in the U.S. I don't know how true it is. Yeah. But of course, as it stands, you see, I am much happy and I trust the Office of the Attorney General on this case than the Office of the OSP. The OSP's office is, I think that even SHS disciplinary committees are even much more stronger than it is today. Almost everybody wants to go to the OSP instead of any other anti-corruption body. But The issue is, it is up to us to be able to prove our case. Beyond law, this case is beyond law. This case moves with law and international diplomacy.
Yeah.
Okay? We should be able to sit the U.S. down and let them understand that, listen, this goes beyond the law. And they would have to understand that, of course, if I do not think that there is anybody in Ghana who can prove that the Ghanaian court has not given anybody a fair trial. Every single person is given a fair trial in this country. Yes, you might not agree with the initial, actions by the security agencies, how they pick them up and all of that. I mean, we have all condemned some of the actions. But are you able to tell me that somebody has gone to court and has not been given a fair trial?
Okay.
No. And Kujo, we've all condemned some of the ways some people have been picked up. We have all questioned and raised issues with some of the bail conditions. Those that we think we agree with, we have stated it. Like, I mean, it's normal for you to understand that bail conditions does not just come because it has to come, but there is a procedure and process which it goes through. We look at the person involved, the history of the person. We look at the case involved, how much is involved, etc.
Okay. All right.
But nobody can say that the Ghanaian court has not given anybody a fair trial, even in political cases.
Okay. So you believe that this extradition will succeed?
That is my thinking.
Okay.
It should succeed. The Attorney General cannot come and give us a story that it didn't succeed. No, it has to succeed. If they are able to come into this country and pick people up and take them away, we should be able to go there and bring ours home. We are talking about the young man who was picked from Sweden. How much are we talking about? $8 million, right? How much are we talking about with SML?
Okay, thank you very much.
So if they are crying for over $8 million and they can come into this country through legal and diplomacy and pick people, we should be able to talk about our $100 million.
Thank you.
And then go far, deal with issues of legal
Thank you, I'm grateful.
and diplomacy.
Alfred, you want to make a point? I'll just give you 30 seconds.
Yeah, just a quick one. I just want to make a correction and also to affirm what I stated earlier on. Correction that is not the CEO himself, but the head of legal, Freeman Saba, in a letter dated October 14, 2025, he stated that SML GRA confirms SML Ghana performance contractual assurance work.
It was for the same reason the legal...
Can I finish? You don't have the floor. You don't have the floor.
Well, you didn't have the floor when you were interjecting.
Which interjection?
Please.
You didn't have the floor when you were
Allow him.
Don't go there.
No,
Allow him.
I said that.
Please, allow him.
When they started this whole SML deal, they started with, no work has been done and these people have been paid. And that the same boss, the current boss, this letter is October 2025, 14th, I think it's 14th October 2025, and it's reported by Joe Airline that there was work done and people have been paid for it. So if you come and sit down and the person knows that you want to accuse me that I haven't done anything and I made them pay people and took their money away, what intention do you have against me? And to conclude it all, isn't it a joke that the legal courts, the high court of this country, have, they've prosecuted someone. The person is supposed to be in jail for stealing government funds. And you've come to office from January to December. You've not been able to write to extradite that person who has been convicted by the law courts. But you are able to write to extradite someone who you now want to put a blame on that he's taking funds from the government. Isn't it a joke of a century? And we sit here and we praise that, we don't trust OSP, we trust this person.
They want him to come and start trial.
My brother, if you want us to believe in you, that you mean well, start with what has already been, the person who has already been prosecuted. Bring the person down to come and pay the monies they've taken and the jail term they have to serve.
Okay.
Then we see that this person is serious to bring another. The US will laugh at us and say that, these people are not serious. We already have someone who is here, who has been jailed, and you are not looking for the person, but you are looking for someone you now want to go and look for political trial on the person. Let's be serious as a country.
Okay. All right.